Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel once again. Thanks for tuning in. So today has been the title. We're doing a full face makeup. So if you want to learn a thing or two, definitely do stay tuned. But don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and join the fam, and tell a friend to tell a friend and share this video. So right now I'm basically just prepping my skin by actually putting a primer, of which I gently rubbed in, and now I'm gonna go and put my foundation, which is I'm gonna be using two foundation, which is the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm gonna be using the shade 235 and also the shade 230, because I find it that mixing the two actually kind of works for me. As you can see, my eyebrows are basically already done. So yeah. Okay, going in and just placing the second foundation, which is the 230, mixing it with the 235, and in a short while I'm just going to be blending that out. But before I actually blend it out, I'm just going to spread it out with this makeup spread of mine, which I find, at least before I actually use a brush, it helps spread out my foundation so that not most of the product can actually be left consumed by the brush itself, and it's nicely evenly spread out. And yeah, after this I'll definitely go in with my foundation brush, which is this one here. It's angled, by the way, so every foundation brush is usually angled, and I just go in and just blend that out slowly, blending it out nicely, patting it down evenly so it actually goes in and looks evenly right. I actually have to put it across it when blending the foundation. Make sure, take your time and make sure you blend. At least you must feel your arm kind of a bit tired-ish, so make sure you blend it in your neck, the back of your ears, your forehead, like everywhere. But make sure you're blending it softly but gently, but also take your time and just make sure it actually goes in, so you have that matte flawless look, flawless finish. It takes a bit of work, guys. Yeah.
The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't.
Alright, now I'm just gonna highlight my face so that we can have that illusion of, not a flat face, but just to have that illusion like the sun is hitting you in the right places. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of actually highlighting, so your face actually doesn't look flat. So I targeted my under eyelids, my below the chin, and then just below my nose, and also my nose bridge, and also just on my forehead. That's what I'm going to do so that we don't have that flat look. And I'm highlighting with the Elego Pro Concealer in the shade Kutan. So use a shade that is slightly lighter than your actual foundation, or a shade that you actually prefer to use, whichever is okay for you. And then go ahead and just blend that ish out. Yeah, blend that ish out.
They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the stars. pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go,
and I'm gonna be contouring with the Elegel Pro Concealer, but this time with a darker concealer, which is in the shade Espresso. And yeah, contouring is just basically just giving that in-depth to your whole face figure. I don't want it to look flat, so yeah, I'm just definitely giving it an in-depth. And yeah, I'll conceal my side cheeks just to give them a bit of that bone structure, and my nose, of course, and I'll go all the way up to my forehead area. Yeah, so just definitely blend that in as good as you want. You can even use a foundation stick that's darker than your actual foundation, or any makeup that's darker, but I decided to actually use the concealer in the state, and I'm just going to be blending that out.
Every corner twice as bright, they'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
And now I'm gonna be just setting my highlight, the one that I put under my eyelids, on my chin, below my nose, and also my forehead and my nose bridge with the Beignet powder. I know that trend of actually setting your concealer is outdated, but I personally feel it's necessary, especially if you're going for a heavy makeup look, which is a nighttime look. That's the one that we're actually going for in this scenario. I'll definitely set this up. Yeah.
Every corner twice as bright, they'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end. But if in time it's yesterday, your picture's gonna bring it home to me again. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door.
Okay, so while we leave that to actually set, we're just gonna work on our eyeshadow, and I'm using the Yikes palette. I'm gonna go in with the burnt orange, and I'm just gonna be creating that cut crease part. I'll be patting the burnt orange shade, just patting it in gently onto my cut crease. And yeah, this is going to be our cut crease, the color that we're going to use. So going in, just patting it in gently but slowly, making sure that everything is well put together and we don't want any fallouts in this case, so we're just doing it gently to have minimal fallouts.
Pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack.
And after patting that in, I'm just going to be blending it out with my blending brush on the other side, where it's a 2-in-1. It's got the patting side and also the blending side, so I'm basically just using the same brush, because the other side is a patting brush and the other side is actually the bending brush, which is more fluffy, roundish and fuller. And I'm just going to be blending the edges so it doesn't look so sharp, but it looks seamlessly well flowed in together, well put together. That's the whole reason I'm just doing the edges, just slowly, gently, in circular motions. Just go in, dive in, and with a light hand, of course. I wouldn't recommend pressing hard, but I would recommend you do it with a light hand.
Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end.
Now I'm gonna take in my other second shade, which is Last Core from the Yikes. The same palette. I'm only using one palette to create this entire look. How amazing is that? Sometimes the figurative is use as many palettes as you can, but oftentimes even a palette would do. It just depends on how creative you can actually get, because some palettes are really packed with a whole lot of variety that you can actually play around with. So don't be afraid to play around with color and just experiment and see what look you'd actually come up with. So don't be shy. Like, this makeup has basically no rules as per se. It's all about creating a piece of art on your face. Yeah, think of your face more like a canvas, and yeah, that way you work freely and you explore your creative side of you. So yeah, I'm just going in, putting that Last Core shade onto my edges, the outer eye side of my eyelids, and just putting it gently, slowly, so it actually just blends, not making sure that it doesn't really touch. And now I'm just gonna blend it with the other blending side. I'm just gonna blend the edges actually, because I want it to seem glide in with the other one. I don't want it to really come off as in very definite to say the two actual colors, but I want it to actually just flow, flow through like a river, nice and smooth. So I'm just doing the edges, and just making sure that actually it's blending it well and good, and it just goes in flawlessly.
Every corner twice as bright, they'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
Don't be afraid to use your fingers. Your fingers are your best friends, so I often like to use my fingers in all of my makeup looks and just make sure the edges are touched well and nicely. And I'm just gonna go in with my third color, which is deep. It's a purple. It's kind of like a purple color, but it's called, the shade is actually called Deep. So I'm just gonna pat that on the center of my eyelids and just patting it slowly, gently as per se, not really going all the way down to my tear duct, but actually just patting it in on the center to like from where the other one ended, which is the last core, to about the center of my eyelid. I'm not patting it all the way out to my tear ducts. Yeah, so gently patting it in to avoid fallouts. But I'm loving this palette. Honestly, what I can say is this palette has got minimal fallout, barely visible fallout that you can actually see. As you can see, the fallout is minimal and it's well pigmented. I love this palette. I've been using it for quite some time now, and I'm just going to be blending that out, blending the edges as per usual. Yeah, just the outer edges so it doesn't look that sharp, so it actually it looks seamless and flawless.
We didn't practice if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door.
And now I'm just going to be cutting my half crease. I'm going to be using my foundation, Fit Me foundation, in the shade 230, which is a bit lighter than the other 235, and just cutting my cut crease from my tear duct halfway onto my eyelid, and just using my fingers. As I say, don't be afraid to use your fingers, and just warm that out. Make sure it blends seamlessly, and do it on the other side as well. Just a half cut crease from the tear duct all the way up to my half eyelid, and on there just use your fingertips just to make sure that it actually just glides in flawlessly without really showing that it's actually defined, so to say, like very sharp edges. And we're just gonna put our pink glitter. We're just gonna pat that out into the eyes shortly. We'll be going into this shortly, and yeah, and there we go. That's actually our glitter, and we're just going to be putting it into our shimmer glitter. We're going to use a small patting brush this time around, so it works well because we're dealing with small surfaces, so we need a smaller brush. So I'm just going to be using that to pat that in gently. And yeah, because with the glitter the fallout is quite normal, so yeah, but don't worry, we're gonna definitely brush that off when we're done. But so far we're loving the look, it's coming together. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and if you have subscribed and you're part of the family, to share this video, tell a friend to tell a friend, and let's grow the family. Yeah, okay, loving how it's looking. Don't mind the fallout, we're definitely gonna wipe that out, and we do the same on the other side as well. Just pat it on gently. And yeah, the fallout of the glitter is insane. There's no way of controlling that, but yeah, anyways, that's glitter for you. But we're cutting it out and loving the look thus far.
And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
Okay, so we're just wiping out the excess fallouts, and also remember the setting powder that we had actually put on our highlighter on the concealer. We definitely wiping that out too, and ensuring that any fallouts are actually wiped out. You can use your hands, but don't be afraid to use your hands when doing makeup. Like always use your hands. That's like my favorite thing to do, if you know me. Yeah, so just wiping that out and making sure there's no excess fallouts. Okay, now we're just going to be winging out our eye. We already did the other part, which is the left part, and now we're going to go to the right part and just wing that out with the Huda Beauty liquid eyeliner, and we're just winging that out just to give it a more we're going for a more like a cut eye, if that makes any sense. But yeah, and just be gently with this, be soft, be slow, be patient, and take your time. And yeah, we're done. And now with the same color that we used for our cut crease, we're just going below our eyes, like below our eyelashes, just that line, and just putting the first color which we actually used on our eyelids as a cut crease. We going in with the burnt orange and just placing that just to make our eyes pop out and just not leave it so flat. As you can see, just below that, just part with an angled brush, just part that in. We haven't put any eyeshadow or whatnot, because we just want that natural glam that just makes your eyes pop out. You know, that's the whole essence, because remember, it's a nighttime look, so we definitely want our eyes to just really pop out. You can do this as well for your daytime look. Just makes your eyes just pop out. Just go underneath, not really on the eye line, but just below it. As you can see, the eyes are now popping out and more defined. And we're just gonna make sure that we just also define our highlight by using the glow kit and just highlighting, you know, our tear duct, and as well as our eyebrows, so they can actually look nice and even more defined and cleaned out. I know we've already used concealer, but we just want to go an extra mile and just highlight them so they appear to be more defined for the perfect clean eyebrow look. And also our tear duct, we'll be doing that in our tear duct, and just place some of that onto a tear duct just to make our eyes look more opened up. So if you've had a long day, you actually look more awake. Let's say if you probably need to head out and you definitely had a long day, or your eyes just don't give you that look of a popped out look, this is a great way of actually highlighting. And we're also going to highlight our nose bridge just to give it that more defined look. And I like to normally just brush out the ends of it and just pop a bit of it onto the top part, just to give it a more snatched nose. Yeah.
Pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door.
And now we're just gonna set that with the Naked 3 setting powder. We're gonna set our whole entire face, so we just have that matte look. And yeah, we're setting everything in place, yeah, because you don't want to have a lot of touch-ups during the night, so you definitely don't want to skip the step, so you have minimal touch-ups back and forth to, you know, do your touch-ups. So this would definitely help it out. And obviously we're gonna set this all out with the fix spray, of which you can use any fix spray of your choice really, but this part I would recommend you don't skip, so everything is in place and you don't really do a lot of touch-ups during the day, especially if you've got an oily skin or your skin really sweats out at most. I mean, everybody, even though your skin doesn't sweat out, you definitely need to do this part, so you know your look can last longer. Okay, so now we're definitely on to our last part. We're using the Morphe lip liner, and we're just gonna use that on our outer lip and just define those lips so they look a bit plumped up and more voluminous. And we're just outlining our outer lip to make it look more voluminous and plumped out. And we're gonna go in with our matte lipstick, and this is a normal drugstore charm lipstick, when we're just putting that in the outer edges of our lips, and not really reaching on to the middle part, but just the outer part of the top and the bottom part. And secondly, we go in with this purple and just put on the middle part of our lips, and just giving it that little bit more you know, definition of not really a flat look color, but a more intense. And you know, this is more like a summer, I would say a summer kind of a color look, or summer or for that kind of color. It's got a lot of color in it, so it's really nice. If you want to just be bored and just be out there, this is a good choice. And lastly, we're just gonna go in with lip gloss and just make sure that we just pop a bit of that onto both our lips. That's the top lip and the bottom lip, and yeah, voila, we basically done. Okay, so basically this has been it, guys. This is our final look. We're just setting now, we're setting everything together, yeah, with our fix spray, and we're setting everything so that everything is in place. Just set that up, spray, and voila, this is basically our final look. And yeah, we totally love the results. Let me know what you guys actually think of this entire look, and would you be trying it out? Please don't forget to follow me on my socials, and do subscribe. Once again, tell a friend, share this video, and let's keep the family growing. Love you lots. Until next week, voila, remember we upload every Wednesdays. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the week and having the look, yeah, saving and wait. Bye.